Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is transport and communication. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, it is important for us to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and rub our hands thoroughly. Remember, you can also practice good social distancing by checking if you're near someone with your hands beside you or in front of you. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing geometry, multiplication, and shapes. For your lesson today, we are going to start on page 28. On page 28, we are going to be taking a look at geometry. It is going to be our jobs to sort the shapes according to their geometrical features. Now, these features include the names, the number of sides, the number of vertical lines, the number of angles, and the number of right angles. Now this task I know you're going to have fun doing, but I'm going to help you just a little bit so that you can do the rest by yourselves. So let's take a look at the flashcards. Now the flashcards that I have with me are the names and the shapes themselves. The first one is actually the one at the bottom, and this one is called a pentagon. Pentagon. Let us first count the number of sides of the pentagon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means we have 5 sides. Let's count them again to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 sides. So in your booklet, you are going to write 5 for the sides. The next thing they want us to do is to count the number of angles. We're going to count the number of angles together. So remember, the angles are actually the corners that you see. So let's count the angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means we also have 5 angles. Then you are going to figure out how many right angles the shape has and how many vertical lines. Now when we talk about vertical, we are talking about a straight line going down. This is a vertical line. And then when we're talking about a right angle, we're talking about an angle that is like an L. So this is the right angle right here. So we are going to be looking for that in our different shapes. Now, as you go along, check carefully with each shape for the vertical line and for the right angle. So I'm going to leave you to do this by yourself. Just in case you don't know, I have a pentagon, a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, and a square. So these are the shapes that we have. We also have an oval. I just wanted to show you a few of the shapes. So take your time, count with your finger going round, check the right angles, check the angles, check the sides, and when you are done, double check by doing it again to see if you will get the same answers. When you are done with that, then you can move on to page 29. On page 29, we are going to be doing some wheel completions. Now, this is very interesting because all of these wheels are the timetable wheels. So we have a wheel for the 2 times table, one for the 3 times table, one for the 4 times table, the 5 times table, and the 10 times table. So we are going to start with the 3 times table because I think the 2 times table is too easy for you. So let us take a look at the 3 times table. On the board, I have a 3 times table circle, but I did not go all the way to 10. That is going to be your job. So I want to teach you how you get your answer. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have counters. Now remember, counters are very important. And in this case, I have 3 counters. You can see that my counters are just normal bottle tops. Nothing special, so you can collect bottle tops at home as well and use them for counters. You can also use stones or your colors or anything that is safe for you to use as a counter. So I have 3 counters here, and instead of using 3 blue counters, I'm going to replace one of my blue counters with a red counter so that can be my answer. Now as we go along, I'm going to be using my counters, and whatever answer I get will land on the red counter. So we're going to start with 1. 3 times 1, which means that I'm counting for the first time. And if it's 3 times 1, then we count once. 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. So I write my 3 on top of the 1. And then I move on. 3 times 2, which means I'm counting on. So from 3, I count on 4, 5, 6. So our answer for 3 times 2 equals 6. Let us count on from 6. We have 3 times 3, and we're counting on from 6. We say 7, 8, 9. So we're going to count 9. And then we are moving on to the next one, 3 times 4. 3 times 4, which means we have to count on from 9, which says 10, 11, 12. Now I'm sure you know that this is very easy. So just make sure that your answer counter is a little different from the other counters. I'm going to leave the rest for you to do for all the other wheels. Please take your time, use your counters wisely, and don't forget to count on from the next number. When you are done with that, I'd like you now to do something for me on the last page, page 30. Now page 30 has some instructions that you need to follow. These instructions are very important because there is a beautiful picture that they want you to create. You're going to follow all the instructions from number 1 right up until number 6. I'd like you to read them and be careful with the instructions. And then after that, you will see that you have a beautiful picture that has been formed. So take your time, read each instruction carefully. The big words that you're going to come across is underneath. Underneath. That is one of the big words that you're going to come across. But the rest of the words I'm sure you have seen or done before. So take your time, have fun with this one. You can check with an adult at home or your teacher. And when you're done, I want you to tell me what picture you have made. Make sure you finish all your exercises, the one on page 28, 29, and this one on page 30. I will see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had so much fun. Remember, if there's something you did not understand or you're not sure, it's okay to ask for help, so long that you do the exercise by yourself. Now that we're done, we need to sanitize. Remember, we sanitize to stay safe, but also to keep the people around us that we love safe as well. So make sure that you sanitize as regular as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, I want to go outside and play, but I can't do that alone. Is Zashi around? Zashi! Hello? Oh, there you are, Zashi. Do you want to go outside and play? Great. So, from Zashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.